Hey, what's up, people? Thank you very much for tuning in today to King's Vibe. Today, we are having our indoor podcast, and I have a very good friend with me. I've known him since high school. I'll let him introduce himself for sure, but he has done a lot of good things, and we've definitely tracked the things that he's done, and a lot of us are taking inspiration and motivation from him. Like I said, I know him from high school. He's a businessman. He's an economist. He's affected the economy of Ghana and globally around the world. So you definitely hear all of that from him. But I also want to say thank you very much for listening and watching all of our videos on YouTube. And please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can bring you more. Minya, Nenze.
Hey, I'm the one
Thank you for asking. Thank you for making time for us today. Yeah.
Thank you for having me too. It's a pleasure.
So I'll jump right into it. So we knew each other from high school. You were a business student. I was a science student. So we were definitely not in the same class, but we were in the same house. So we definitely saw each other every day. We went to the same church. So yeah, we did have a lot of things that crossed paths. But how has the journey been for you since high school?
Great. Thank you once again for having me. Since Opokwari School, life has been great, except a few challenges, and that is normal with life. After Opokwari School, I came to University of Ghana, where I received my first degree in political science. And then alongside, I also did a professional course in economics. After that, I went to work for some time and came back to the classroom to do a master's in international relations, all because of the bigger plans I have in terms of my career. So, in terms of academic education or education, this has been my academic background after Bogart School. After university, I joined Access Bank for my national service. After that, I went to a private consulting firm called Songhai Advisory. After working for some time, I came back to the classroom, as I said, to pursue a master's in international relations. And then after that, we still do some consulting. So that is what life has been so far, so good.
Okay. So you've had a few, well, not even a few, a lot actually. You had a lot of international appearances on different platforms and networks, BBC, China Global TV Network, Channel Africa, TV3 back in Ghana, and all of that. How did all of that start for you?
It started when I was in university level 300. At a point, I felt I had to contribute to nation building, so I started by writing. And then, with my background in political science and economics at the time, I started writing pieces on the economy. And I started gaining attention of people and the media specifically. So my first article I remember was in December 2013. I also continued publishing about budget statements about economic policies in Ghana and then Africa at large. After university, I started making some media appearances. It started from local TV stations and radio stations, and then I continued to work at it and perfect the act of being as time went on, I started gaining international Bloomberg to the BBC to China Global Television Network and a number of those media houses. So that's how it started. It started by a passion I had to make a meaningful contribution to policy making and policy formulation as a whole. And that is how I got the attention of the international media houses.
Okay. Well, definitely good job. You've done really well. So let me read a few things, and I'll just name only two, just for the sake of time. You did win the Vice Chancellor Excellence Award from University of Ghana, right? And
Yeah.
and you also won the 2019 Most Promising Old Student from our high school, which we're really proud of. You've done a lot of other things as well, but would you say that at this point in your career you've been successful?
Well, I'm going to say that I'm still on the right path. I define success as achieving that which you have been destined to achieve in this life. And as of now, I am on the right path. I'm not going to say that I have achieved it all, but I believe that I'm on the right path. I'll just keep doing the good things I'm doing, and then at the appropriate time, I'll achieve that which I was destined to be. If you talk about such some awards I have won in the past, so fulfilling, I must say. Coming out as the best graduating student from LESIA, that's the Legon Center for International Affairs and Diplomacy, and then also most promising young Katechi out of a number of Katechi young people who are doing extraordinary things to receive such an award. I think it was fulfilling, and it inspires me to do well and then to achieve higher tasks in life.
Okay. Do you think that you had to be over motivated to get to this point, or do you think that do you really think that it took an extra dose of being overly driven to get to this point?
Definitely. I believe that ordinary things that would get there. But back in the days, I wanted to see change in terms of around which everything revolves. So once you're able to get policies right, you'll be able to get your educational policies right, sanitation that you can talk about. So I have to go the extra mile, read, research, ask the right questions to get the necessary network and get proper mentorship. And those are some of the things that I have been doing and I keep doing, and it's helping me to achieve that which I have set to achieve. I believe that the ultimate goal for me is to live a life of legacy when I'm not here on this earth. What would be the legacy I have left?
Okay. And I'm glad.
So every step of the way in my life, that is what drives me and that me.
Okay. I'm glad you said something about networking. So there are a lot of young people, not even young, there are a lot of people who want to succeed and they want to start new things, but they don't know how to network. How can they start?
You have to attend programs, you have to move out. When I was in the university, my first degree, I attended almost every public lecture. And I remember my roommates used to tell me that, Vigo, every lecture you want to attend, because at the time I was eager for success. I wanted to learn new things. I wanted to meet the right people. I attended almost every lecture, both organized by the University of Ghana or any other department, so that I can learn. So at some point I saw that I've been able to acquire more knowledge than people that were doing the same course. And once you go for these programs, talk to the right people, get the complimentary cards of people, just send them emails, just call them, book for meetings, attend lunch meetings with them, talk to them about how they got to where they are, and also learn from it. And I believe that it has really helped me. And then secondly, it's about LinkedIn. LinkedIn has also helped me, and other social media platforms. I've had opportunities to meet fantastic people who have shaped my life, who I have collaborated on a lot of pieces that I have done, and then we've been able to become very good friends. So those are some of the things that I would say. Go out for programs, go to join the right networking platforms, and you'll be able to meet people that you aspire to be. Because I believe that whatever you want to achieve in life, somebody has achieved it, but you ask the right person the right questions, that how did you get there, and how can I also get there, and even further. So that is my advice for the young people. Get the right network, read, research, and then you'll be able to achieve that which you want to achieve.
Okay, so he said, get out there, get out of your comfort zone, get out and go network, and that's how you will start that. Would you say that how you grew up has helped shape your life?
Definitely. Let me give a little bit of history. I grew up in a town called Achimkede in the Eastern region. I started my school at Amanipa Memorial Preparatory School. In Form 2, I left to Obiara in Kusi. Kusi is just about 10 kilometers from Kede. So every day, 10 kilometers in, 10 kilometers out by a bus. Sometimes the bus will get spoiled, and sometimes we have to trek for some miles before we get a car. All those things shape who I have become today, because at the time, living in a rural community, I wanted to make an impact first in my life, and then also be able to influence and impact my community positively. And that is what has shaped and influenced who I have become. Growing up in Kenya at the time, looking at the living standards of people, I always ask myself this question: how can I go into policy space so that I can help shape policy in its formulation and its implementation to affect the people in rural communities to also achieve, higher standards of living. And I believe that these experiences as I had when I was growing up has really influenced who I have become, and it continues to shape my thinking and then my worldview of this life.
Okay. You've been involved in starting business ideas for people, during this COVID-19 pandemic. How did that start for you?
Oh, it started by collaboration. I got a lot of, I write a lot, as you know.
Right.
So a lot of people reach out to me that we want to do this, and how can I be on board to help? And in COVID-19 situation, so many things have changed. The world has changed, and it's going to change for a long time to come. How do we strategize in terms of new business ideas? How do we strategize in terms of personal career aspirations? How do we strategize in everything that we do, even in the church? So that is how it all started. It's about collaborations. It's about working with people, getting the right network, and putting some things out in terms of how we can shape our business ideas of people because of the devastating effect of COVID-19, so that it will remain relevant and stay in business. So that is what I have been doing, and that is how it started.
Well, thank you very much for what you do. But who or what would you say is your biggest contributing factor to your successes?
The number one person is God. I believe in this life. I always use this example of two of my hands. On my right is God. On my left hand is knowledge and wisdom. I believe that I'm a man of faith, so I believe that for you to achieve that which you want to achieve in this life, you have to go to the source, and the source is God. So once you go to the source to identify why He put you here, you acquire knowledge and wisdom to achieve that which He has put you here. And I will say that after that, I've been able to persevere in everything I've done in this life, because sometimes you don't get the results that you'll be looking out for at a particular point in time, but you have to push on. You have to keep on pushing, and then that is how you need to achieve. So for the who factor, it is God. After that, wisdom and knowledge, I think, is paramount for success in this life.
Okay. So, if even though you've had a lot of successes, you've had a lot of appearances, people see you, you do things, you do a lot of big things. If you had the chance to change anything personally or professionally about your life, which is going to affect your career later, what would it be?
In terms of my career aspiration, where I envisage to be in policy making in Ghana and then globally, the number one thing I would say that is for me to keep improving myself in terms of education, in terms of experiences, in terms of skills. So those are the things that will get me to the next step of what I want to do in this life. So I'll keep doing that. On top of my head, I don't have anything to say that I want to change, even though I'm not saying that I'm a saint. I've made mistakes in the past, but once you make a mistake, you realize that if you made a mistake, you quickly amend and then you move on. And that is the beauty of life. Life, we are meant to make mistakes, but once you make a mistake, you move on and be responsible for that action.
Okay. So to the people that's watching and definitely want to go your path, can you share, throw some light on some of the challenges that you faced and how you overcome those challenges?
Yeah, in attention of a particular policy maker, or you might want to get the attention of a particular institution, but it might not happen at the time. But once you keep on doing what you are good at, it will surely happen. And let me give this example in my personal life. My first BBC interview was through somebody and through a recommendation. That person saw the work I was doing, and BBC wanted somebody to talk to, and that person just connected me to BBC for BBC to interview me. So it has taught me about life that whatever thing that you are doing in this life, just keep doing it. Just be a better of yourself. Keep improving upon yourself. At the appropriate time, the right people will recognize you. So that has shaped my thinking and shaped how I relate in terms of the path I am on. In knowledge production, it's not easy. You have to read a lot. You have to research a lot. You have to ask the right questions. And I think those are some of the things that if you want to, go on this kind of career path, you have to do. Learn a lot, research a lot, right? Ask the necessary questions, have proper networks, and then you'll be able to achieve that vision that you have set to achieve.
Okay. What are some of your personal values that you apply in your daily life? Whether personal, professional, but what are some of the values that you apply to those things?
Number one is integrity. Ken, I must tell you that integrity has taken me far.
Okay.
Just be true to yourself. And we live in also a society and a world that a lot of people are not being true to themselves, and they are not being original of themselves. But for me, integrity, whether somebody's looking at you or nobody's looking at you, be consistent with that particular thing. And it has shaped and helped me to achieve a lot in life. After integrity, I would say humility. Just be humble. Just relate with people in a nice way. And also, I would say respect. Those are some of the values: integrity, humility, and respect. Have shaped my personal life and my professional life, and has helped me to achieve a lot.
Okay. So integrity, humility, and respect. There you have it. What advice would you give to your younger self?
To my younger self, I look at myself in the past 15 years when I was writing autobiographies of myself, even though the details have not been the same, but the overarching goal of making this world a better place to live, the overarching goal of making a positive, impact in this world, I'm still on course. So to my younger self, the advice I'm going to give is that take your chances as you go along. If you have to adjust, and stay true to the course. The bigger vision and the bigger picture for me is to leave a legacy, and that is what keeps and wakes me up every day from my bed. So just have a mental picture of who you want to become, even though the details might not be the same, but the overall goal, you should be able to achieve it. And that's going to be my advice for my younger self and to younger people also listening to us.
Okay. If we have somebody who's listening that wants to use you or the knowledge that you have or the things that you've done as a role model, what would you tell them?
I'm going to tell the person that the first thing is God. I'm a man of faith, and I believe that it's God who has helped me achieve what I've achieved in this life. After that, education is very key. Knowledge, you say, is power. Once you get God, you get knowledge, pursue wisdom as well. And then in terms of your skills, in terms of your experiences, in terms of your qualifications, you have to improve upon yourself. I have a policy that in every 2 years I have to do something new, whether academic or non-academic, to improve upon myself. And I believe that every young person needs to adopt some of these things: your qualifications, your skills, and then your educational background. You have to always improve upon yourself, because there's a lot of knowledge coming up by the day, and you can't afford to be left out. So you have to always be able to be on track to improve upon yourself.
We want to wrap it up, and but before we do, if you had somebody, a younger person or even an adult that wants to start something, they want to start some type of business, and we definitely want to employ some of your business knowledge, right? So let's just say we have somebody who doesn't have a lot of money. They do have just a little bit of saving, but they do want to start something, but they're worried about the risk of losing out. What are some of the strategies they should use?
It all starts from an idea. Everything that you see in this world started with an idea. So you should be able to have an idea. And that idea must tickle your fancy. So that idea should be able to wake you up daily. Then you research about that idea, get to know a lot about that idea. And also you have to do due diligence about any business you want to go into. People have lost millions of Ghana cedis and dollars because of lack of proper due diligence in the business they venture into. So as I've done consulting for a number of years now, and the number one thing is that we don't joke with due diligence. You have to do due diligence in every business that you want to go into. Know the market, know the product you are sending to the market, be able to do a SWOT analysis of every idea or every product you want to bring onto the market. And with COVID-19 here, it has changed everything. So it's even a time for people to adjust their business plans and a time for businesses to even adjust their business strategies, because COVID-19 is going to change the way we live, the way we conduct business, and all that we do as human beings. So I'm going to say that it starts from an idea, researching the idea, and then doing proper due diligence. That is how you're going to start going to.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time and the knowledge that you've impacted on us today. We really appreciate it. We'll say.
Thank you very much.
Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can bring you more.